Hi everyone, my name is Dylan Atlas Baker and I'm one of the co-founders here at Spectacles. I'm really excited to be talking to you today about our brand new LookML Linter, what we're calling the Style Validator within the Spectacles app. The Style Validator can help you enforce whatever LookML style guide you use within your organization. Whether that's things like dimensions all need to have descriptions, or primary key dimensions need to be the top of a view, or any naming convention for a measure, the Style Validator can help you enforce all of that. So what we're going to do on this short video today is just walk you through what it looks like in the Spectacles UI, what rules that you can enforce, and exactly how you deploy it end to end so that you can get this set up for your own organization in less than 10 minutes. So let's jump in. The first thing that we can see here is a run in the Spectacles application that has run the Style Validator. Now there's many other validators within Spectacles, things like SQL and content and things like that, but all we've run here is the Style Validator. What you can see here is that we've added a new dimension called store name that is breaking a rule that we care about in our organization, and that's that all visible dimensions need to have descriptions. And so the Style Validator has picked that up automatically for us. It's pointing us to the exact line of LookML that we can update, and it reduces a ton of friction in pull request reviews because people get this feedback automatically from Spectacles. Now this test here, the dimensions need to have a description, is just one of many that ship by default with the Style Validator. If you head to our docs, which I'll link to in the end of the video, you can see that there's about 20 rules that we ship with by default. So just from the top here, you can see things like yes, no dimensions need to start with is or has, or dimensions need to be written in snake case. And while there's about 20 that ship by default, what's really cool about the Style Validator and Spectacles is you can choose which of these you want to enforce, but also really, really easily write your own rules or override these with a YAML syntax. We'll cover that slightly later in this video. For the moment, let's show how you deploy this end to end. So the first thing you need to do is go to the Spectacles application and generate a deploy key that will allow us to clone your LookML code for us to run the linter on. To do that, you click on Settings and you scroll right to the bottom and click Get Deploy Key. Once that deploy key is generated, we can click Copy to Clipboard and head over to our version control system, whether that's GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, or anything else, and add this deploy key. So I'm just going to call this linter. I'm going to paste the key in, and I'm going to click Add Key. And we can see that right away it's there, and that's going to allow the Spectacles app to look at our code. If we then head back to Spectacles, the next thing you'll need to do is set up a suite to run the Style Validator. You can see that we've already got one set up here that runs the Style Validator on pull request, meaning anytime we open a pull request, it'll make sure that our style guide is being enforced. All we had to do to set this up is set the trigger that tells it to run on pull request and enable the Style Validator itself. And we've also set it to run with only incremental errors so that it only finds errors that have been net new in whatever code change that we have made. Once we've got that set up, we're good to go and make a change to our Looker code. And so now that we're in Looker, you can see that I'm on a new branch and that I've added a new measure to this view called sales price total. That measure is of type sum, and it sums up the sale price column. Now, there's actually two rules that this new measure is violating. One is that all measures need to have descriptions so that they're usable to end users. And two, any sum measures need to start with the prefix either total or sum, which makes it more easy for other users to come and read the LookML and understand what's going on. But while making that change, I'm unaware that it's breaking those rules or forget that they're breaking those rules and start down the process of opening a pull request. So we're going to click Validate LookML, commit changes, call these adding new measures. Once that's done, I'm going to click Create Pull Request. What you can see here in GitHub is that it prompts us to create a pull request for this change, which I'm going to do. And the second that that kicks off, what we're going to see is a Spectacle status that says that the Style Validator is running, which is what we can see right here on the screen. And so what's happening now is Spectacles is kicking off a process that's going to clone our LookML. It's going to run the linter over it and check whether there's any new changes that are violating any of our rules. All we need to do is click the Details button here and open in a new tab, and we can see exactly what's running. And this looks a lot like that first run that I showed you before. And in just a second, we're going to get the results back that show us whether we've introduced any errors or not in our code change. And there we go. What we can see is the exact two errors that I mentioned earlier. One is that the sum measure doesn't start with either total or sum, and the other is that it's missing a description. And what's great about the integration with Looker is that we can click directly on the LookML button, and it'll take us to the exact line of LookML that we need to fix. All we would need to do from here is to make those two changes, those two fixes, commit the code, and Spectacles would immediately start testing that new commit to see if there's any other errors. Once we get the green light, we can merge in that code or maybe wait for one of our colleagues to review the change. Now, what if you want to add your own custom rule or override or ignore any of the rules that are predefined by Spectacles? You can do that with a lookmlstyle.yaml file, which you can put in the root of your repo. So you can see an example here that we have in our docs, and it allows you to either select specific rules, ignore specific rules, provide file overrides for different paths, different sets of files within your project, or as you can see at the bottom here, you can define custom rules that either override existing rules or generate net new rules. We've got docs for exactly how you do all of this, and it's really, really simple to define whatever you want. We've got customers already who have created a ton of new rules that are specific to their organization, exactly how they choose to write their own LookML. The Style Validator is live in the Spectacles app today. So if you're an existing customer who wants to give their team the power of linting LookML, just head on into the app and turn it on in one of your suites today. If you're not yet a Spectacles customer, but want to get this set up, and it really only does take a couple of minutes, as you saw, head to our website and get in touch with our team. We'll be happy to book in a call to help you get this set up and show you everything else that Spectacles can do for you. Thanks for watching this video, and get in touch if you want to see everything that Spectacles can offer.